Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Danielle, and if you're returning, welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be starting something new. It's a new series that I'm going to start called Unpopular Opinions. Basically, what I'm going to do is pick one topic that I think I have an unpopular opinion about, and I'm going to discuss it with you guys. So if you're interested in seeing this video, stay tuned. Alright, so today's topic is dress code. Recently, my county, all the students have been fed up with the dress code, so they decided to protest it. So each day, they picked an outfit that broke the dress code. They're upset with the dress code because they believe it promotes sexism and rape culture. Now, the question is, do I think there's something wrong with the dress code? Yes, but it's not for the same reasons that other people think that something is wrong with the dress code. I think something is wrong with the dress code because I think it is not equal to everybody. For example, if Flatback Karen and Heaven with the Hips wear the same shorts that are both against the dress code, Flatback Karen is not going to get dress coded, but Heaven with the Hips is. And that's the problem. If they say no shorts or no short shorts, then everybody should be held accountable for wearing short shorts, not just the thicker girls. Same thing with wearing camis. If a flat-chested person is wearing a cami, she will not get dress coded. But if someone who has bigger boobs is wearing a cami, will get dress coded. If the dress code says no camis, then nobody should be wearing it. Not even the people who are flat-chested, because the rules state nobody's wearing camis. Now, as for the other things on the dress codes, like no hats, no do-rags, no bonnets, I believe that we should not be wearing those because we should have a standard for ourselves when we're going to school. Just like you would have a standard for yourself when you're working your job. Just like you have a standard for yourself when you're going to an event. That is the same mindset that we should have when we're going into school. We should not want to be breaking their dress code. We should have a standard for ourselves that we should look presentable every day because that prepares us for life in more ways than one. Not only does it prepare us for life for having a standard for the way that we look, but it also prepares us to submit to authority. These people have authority over us because we go to their schools. So if they tell us that we cannot wear hats, bonnets, and do-rags, then we should not be able to wear hats, bonnets, and do-rags because that's what they say. Whether we think it's unfair or not, it really doesn't matter because they said not to wear it. And I also think that when protesting, there's a different way to go about it. Instead of breaking the dress code, how about we schedule a meeting with the people who are in charge of dress code? Because personally for me, if I was the one who was in charge of the dress code thing, I'm not listening to you guys because you just broke my dress code and you encouraged other people to break the dress code as well. So I don't want to hear anything that you have to say because I don't like the way that you dealt with it. So let's deal with it in a way that we know will get attention. And that is by going to the school board and explaining to them, hey, these are the things that we think is wrong with the dress code. We would like them to be fixed. This is why we think that they're wrong with the dress code. Not breaking the dress code and encouraging other people to break the dress code. Because in all reality, everybody who broke the dress code for that whole week did not get dress coded. Because the problem with it is not the clothes that we are not and are allowed to wear. The problem is they're not fair to all body types. So Heaven with the Hips got dress coded for the short shorts when Flatback Karen, she didn't. And it's both against the rules. That's the problem. And so even our execution of our protest didn't work out because we didn't do it right. We didn't get attention. We didn't get the attention right. And it was not fair to all. The first thing that we needed to do was just to abide by these rules. I do believe that they shouldn't have said that we can't wear off-the-shoulder shirts because it distracts men from doing their work. Men do need to learn self-control. However, it is their rules and we need to follow them. Secondly, we needed to plan this and think our way through this because is our goal going to be met when this plan is executed? If it's not, then we need to come up with another solution so that our goal is met when our new plan is executed. Like I said before, not everybody during that week got dress coded because not everybody's body types are the same. So when they notice the people whose body types are on the more developed side, those are the ones that are going to get dress coded rather than the people who are flat-chested and don't have a butt. Those people aren't going to get dress coded and they're breaking the same dress code. So maybe breaking the dress code wasn't the right way to protest the dress code because you want to make it equal for all. So if we're all breaking the dress code together, then all of us need to get in trouble for breaking the dress code, not just some of us, because that is not going to get their attention. That's just going to be like, oh, certain students chose to break the dress code. But that's not true. There's so many of us who have chosen to break the dress code. So we needed to find a plan that's going to execute that and make that known. And number 3 is choose what's more important. What important things that we should and should not be allowed to wear. For example, hats, bonnets, and do-rags should not be allowed to be worn at school. No matter how we disagree with them, you don't wear them to your work. People don't wear them to their jobs. You don't wear your bonnet to your jobs. You're not going to wear your bonnet to an event. You wouldn't wear your bonnet to the Met Gala. Or you would, because it could be a fashion statement. But you know what I'm saying. Upscale events like that, you don't wear your bonnet. So why wear your bonnet to school? They're trying to prepare you for life here. You get dressed and you put more, and you should have a pride about yourself in the way that you're dressing at school. And that's what they want to prepare you for in life, is having a pride about yourself in the way that you dress, in the way you carry yourself at work, and by abiding by people's rules. We do have to submit to authority, whether we like it or not, and that's going to be life. So we have to learn that. Also, we say that we don't want uniforms, but we have to realize that if they were to give us uniforms, a lot of the dress code problems that we do have would be eliminated, and it'd make it so much easier than they don't have to worry about you guys asking to wear camis or this and that, because they have a uniform for us. You wear your khakis, you wear your navy blue, and you call it a day. So if we don't want to wear uniforms and we want to be able to express ourselves in the form of clothing, we have to be able to compromise with them. Make it equal for every body type. That's all we should ask for, is to make it equal for every body type. Not that we can wear anything that we want. We should not have to wear hats. We should not be able to wear bonnets. We should not be able to wear do-rags. Not making it wearing everything that we want, because that's truly what I believe that this is, wearing anything that you want. You want to be able to, because honestly, if we're being serious, camis are not appropriate for school. We should not be wearing those. And so when they tell us no, and regardless if we think it's appropriate or not, just because that's my opinion, I believe camis aren't appropriate. You may believe camis are appropriate, and that for the reasons that they state, like men's wandering eyes, that we should be able to wear them because men should have self-control. I totally agree. But what I'm saying to you is, it's their rules. You know what I'm saying? They said no camis. For whatever reason, I don't want to know, because that makes me angry, because that should not be the reason why. But the fact is, they said no camis. So what should we do? Not wear camis. I do hope that this resonates with you guys, and that you guys take a minute to reflect and think about this, because if not, we're going to have a big shock when we get into the real world and people are telling us how to dress still. We're going to have a big shock when we're going into work and they're telling us, hey, you can't wear that, because we didn't want to listen to them. We're so busy trying to make it seem like in real life we're going to be able to wear what we want. Not all the time. Sometimes we still have to follow rules. And it's okay to follow rules that you don't agree with or that you don't like. But that's what happens when people are in authority over you. We have to follow rules that we don't like. So I suggest that we just make sure that it's fair for all body types, and that we promote it being fair for all body types. And we try to petition so that the dress code can be fair for all body types. Meaning, if they say no shorts, that are no short shorts, then no short shorts should be for everybody, not just heaven with the hips. Or maybe they could give us a length. Say all shorts have to be 20 inches. Then the shorts are 20 inches. Now, if heaven with the hips wear shorts that are 20 inches, and even if it looks a little bit different on her than it does on flatback Karen, they shouldn't be able to say anything about that, because guess what? We have followed the dress code. Heaven with Hips has followed the dress code the same way that Flatback Karen did. And that's how they would know that that promotes rape culture. That's how they would find that out. So you're still accomplishing what you guys wanted to accomplish, but it's in a different way. So just ask them to niche down and be more specific in their rules. For example, the 20-inch shorts. All the things that we want to unravel in this about how they're trying to protect men from having wandering eyes instead of teaching men to control themselves, that stuff will be brought to light when they try to dress code Heaven with the Hips for having 20-inch shorts that it's on the dress code saying that we're allowed to wear. So I definitely think that we should all take some time to self-reflect and then really come back and then try to protest this dress code the right way, not the way that we have done it in the past, because it didn't work. And it didn't shed as much light as we wanted it to. If you didn't get anything from this video, I just hope that you got that we have to follow rules, even if we don't like them or not. The dress code should be equal for all body types. And that it is okay and it is important to have a standard for yourself, when getting dressed and going out in public, specifically to a place like school, because that prepares you for the real world. And in the real world, we're not going to always agree with the rules that are set in place. And people are still going to be telling us how to dress. People are still going to be telling us, hey, that's not appropriate to wear to work. We don't want you to wear that here. And we're going to have to abide by those things. So hopefully I could just shed some light on what I think about this topic of dress code. And maybe it changed your mind. If it didn't, that's okay. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And let me know if you actually like this series, because this is my first time doing it. And let me know if you want me to do more topics, or if you have any specific topics that you want me to do. And if you like these topics, and what is your opinion on dress code? And should it change? And should it not change? Why or why not? If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys want to see next. Also, let me know if you like this new series and what topics you want me to speak about next. Bye.